Conversations were effortless. You talked for hours, shared secrets, laughed at things no one else would understand. And then, without warning, silence. No explanation, no closure. Psychologists call this ambiguous loss, a form of emotional disappearance that the human brain struggles to process. Unlike a real breakup, there is no event to emotionally anchor to, and so your mind keeps searching for answers it can't find. You open the chat again, read the last message one more time. Was it something I said? Did I respond too quickly? Did they lose interest overnight? Your brain replays the moment not by choice, but by design. MRI studies show that sudden emotional withdrawal triggers the same neural pathways as physical injury. That's why being ignored doesn't feel uncomfortable, it feels like getting hurt. But before you blame yourself, before you rewrite every memory trying to find where things went wrong, you need to understand something. People almost never disappear because of one text, one day, or one mistake. Their silence usually started long before you noticed it. And in this video, you'll discover the real psychological reasons most people never say out loud. When someone disconnects emotionally, it isn't random. Attachment psychology shows that 82% of people who stop communicating suddenly do so because their emotional system felt threatened, not by you, but by their own feelings. The brain has ancient survival programming. If something feels unsafe, emotionally or physically, it activates fight, flight, freeze, or disconnect. People don't walk away because you meant nothing. Some walk away because the emotions were starting to mean too much. In this video, you'll uncover why someone pulls away when connection gets deeper, why some lose interest suddenly, why others only talk to you when they were emotionally distressed, and how to know which one happened in your story. By the end, you won't just understand them, you'll understand yourself. When someone stops talking, your mind automatically jumps to self-blame. I wasn't enough. I should have tried harder. I must have done something wrong. But in reality, 70% of emotional withdrawal has nothing to do with the other person. It starts from emotional conflicts inside the one who disappears. They might have been overwhelmed, triggered, unhealed from a past relationship, or reminded of pain they were trying to forget. Silence was not rejection, it was self-protection. Scientists at UCLA discovered something shocking. The brain processes emotional rejection in the same region as physical pain. So when someone ghosts you, your nervous system believes you've been injured. Your body floods with stress hormones. Your mind desperately searches for an explanation. Because the brain hates unfinished stories, it needs closure, even if the truth hurts. For some people, the closer they get to you, the louder their inner alarm becomes. They enjoy the connection, but when emotions deepen, their subconscious whispers, if they really know you, they won't stay. Don't get attached. Protect yourself. So they pull away, not because you scared them, but because the feelings did. In attachment theory, this is called a deactivating strategy, a defense mechanism seen in avoidant attachment styles. These people crave closeness, but were wired to fear it. Maybe childhood taught them, love is unstable. People leave, feelings lead to pain, so disappearing becomes their emotional armor. To you, it looks like mixed signals, hot and cold. One day close, next day distant, suddenly gone. But to them, it feels like survival. Sometimes the connection wasn't about you, it was about what they were trying to escape. People reach out when they're lonely. Their relationship is failing. They don't feel seen. Life is falling apart. They need validation. They need distraction. You became their emotional painkiller. But once the pain faded, the messages did too. It's a hard truth, but an important one. People often attach to whoever is available during their weakest emotional moments, not who is best for them. Psychologists call this emotional displacement. In these cases, they didn't want you. They wanted relief, and when their storm ended, their need for you disappeared too. Loneliness is more than sadness, it's a biological signal. Studies from the University of Chicago show that chronic loneliness increases cortisol levels by 20 to 30%, triggering anxiety and impulsive behavior. When people reach out to someone new during this state, they aren't always looking for love. They're seeking temporary relief. And once that relief is gone, their engagement disappears too. Research published in Journal of Social and Personal Relationships shows that 64% of people pull away after high-intensity emotional interactions because their emotional energy is depleted. Your presence was comforting, but they weren't ready to invest in long-term connection. That's why the sudden silence doesn't mean you weren't valuable. It means they were emotionally spent. When life pressure skyrockets, 58% of adults admit they emotionally withdraw from their partners or close contacts, according to ARPA studies. Work stress, family obligations, or mental health challenges can make someone incapable of consistent communication. It's not rejection, it's survival. When someone disappears suddenly under stress, it's often a neurological response. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning, empathy, and communication, temporarily shuts down during extreme stress. This explains why someone can care deeply yet vanish without a word. Behavioral studies show that declining engagement in texting is a common indicator of waning interest. Psychologists from Stanford report that when someone loses interest, text frequency drops by an average of 60% within the first 2 weeks, without confrontation or explanation. This is why ghosting often starts subtly before it becomes complete silence. People often disappear instead of being honest because research shows 72% of individuals fear confrontation and the guilt of ending things. Ghosting, in their mind, is easier than having a painful conversation. It spares them immediate discomfort, but leaves you with confusion. Sometimes, you were never plan A. Studies on romantic attachment reveal that about 35% of people in casual dating are emotionally unavailable from the start because they're attached elsewhere, still processing a past relationship, or simply not ready for commitment. Your presence was comforting, but never the priority. In these scenarios, you weren't rejected. You were temporary, and here's the harsh truth. Research in Journal of Social and Personal Relationships shows 28% of dating relationships end with at least one person using the other as a safety net or emotional placeholder. It's painful, but it is not your fault. When someone disappears suddenly, your instinct is to assume you weren't enough. But statistics show 58% of disappearances are stress-related. 35% are because they were emotionally unavailable. 28% involve being a temporary emotional placeholder. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with your worth. Their silence may have spared you from someone who wasn't ready, capable, or compatible. Rejection is not failure. It's redirection towards someone better suited for your emotional journey. The right people won't disappear when connection deepens. They stay, communicate, and show up, especially on days when words are hard to find. And when the right person comes along, you won't question their presence. You'll feel it in every conversation, every gesture, every moment.
If this gave you clarity, subscribe for more mind-blowing insights into love, relationships, and psychology.